Hi guys, and welcome back to Northern Exotics. So we're a pet YouTube channel that absolutely loves to educate and stuff like that. So if that's something that you're interested in and you're watching this after it's actually a video, this is a live stream. Just make sure you click subscribe and that thumbs up button, just because why not? But we're going to be walking through doing a load of little bits of work in the reptile room. I've already done loads, and in a bit we're going to be talking about what I'm going to be giving away at Doncaster. I can't stay too long because I've got work and stuff like that to do, but we're just going to crack on. We are literally just doing loads of work today, and that is about it really. It's like all the normal mundane stuff. Hiya Chloe, how's it going? Yeah, we've just got all the normal sort of mundane stuff to do. Changing waters, all that sort of stuff. Stop pressing the button. Oh, is that right? I don't. It changed without me knowing. There we go. It's got her water to do and give her a bit of a spray down, but she's hungry and it's not her feeding day and she's out. Here you go. I'll drop the water just there and I'll give you a show. She's down there. She's waiting to attack me. So you watch this. I'll set it up so you can keep an eye on her. There we go. Right. So, here we go. So she is just there. You can see her head just there. Sorry about the light flickering. I'll explain that in a future video coming up. But that's quite a good test. But you watch her. As soon as I open it, she'll come straight for me. I've got to put my hand right into that water dish. Oh God, she's... Oh shoot. She just looked at me. But while I'm here, I'll give her a good spray down as well. IHS. All my comments have gone. Yeah, it annoys me too, but there's a big story behind that. I'm in the middle, or coming towards the end, of a light bulb durability test. I've been doing it for so long, it's unreal now. But I'm trying 3 different bulbs, 3 different companies' bulbs, just to see which one is the most durable. And do you know what? The results so far are absolutely outstanding. Some really good companies that really didn't fare well in this test. But that'll be coming out in a future video. Do you know what the worst of it is? That bulb's on 24 hours a day. I've really got to go through this enclosure and give it a good old spray. Not so much a spray, just a good old going over. But that's done for now. There we go. It's just another day of running around doing everything. I've done loads already this morning. I've got to go in with popcorn in a minute, which is going to be fun. Party! Xena's shed, which I've got to actually go and get Xena's shed out. But she's cantankerous because it's coming close to her feeding day as well. And she doesn't like me. Or, no, she doesn't not like me. She just likes the taste of me. But she's a big old girl. Let's see if I can get you down so you can have a little nosy. I keep meaning to get the glass off and give it a good old scrub. But obviously, we're in the passion room now. This is only because this room is away from all my other reptiles. And she's in quarantine still. She's been in quarantine for a good 4 or 5 months now. And she's still not correct. But she's smashing food now. At the correct intervals. She has lost a fair bit of weight, which is absolutely amazing because she was overweight when I got her. Both. And the glass is absolutely terrible. But obviously I've just sprayed it down and done a water already. But oh, there we go. I've got a shed out. There's part of her shed anyway. So I'm going to have to go unravel that in a bit and check out for the eye caps and stuff on there. It's when you've got quite a big collection and you really do thrive on a good care for your animals, it takes up so much of your time. It's unreal. I've just sprayed down the pokey as well. The pokey is not a pokey. She's a broken pokey because she's on the ground all the way down there. She's made herself a lovely little den underneath that plant. Yeah, she's made a den underneath that plant and that's where she hides. But don't get me wrong, she does get out and about because she's got poo all over the side of the enclosure. No, I'm finished with my tarantulas. I've got enough tarantulas, Chloe. I've got enough now. I mean, check it out. I'll get these guys down. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna have to stick you down somewhere and make a bit of room for me working on these next guys. Check out the lampshade. Just because I'm altering the legs on the tripod, that's why it's a bit shaky. But yeah, I've got enough tarantulas now. I've got a couple of baby huntsman spiders, 2 brachypalma plosums, something like that. But they're just being reared up. I got them as 1 centimetre slings, and yeah, just rearing them up just for the sheer knowledge of doing it. Really, they always fascinated me, so why not? And I've got the Poecilotheria regalis over there, my big one that Callum gave me. I've got another Poecilotheria regalis that I won from Gandalf. Hey up. It's amazing what you see. Look at that. Who said they're not arboreal? How amazing is that? That's our Scolopendra black flame. I've just sprayed him down, gave him fresh water. And he's obviously doesn't like the wet floor, so he's gone up. But it's all good. Where was I? Oh, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I've got the baby Poecilotheria regalis, which is at my partner's house. We've got a Brachypalma hamori, adult female. She's absolutely she's proper super sexy, and she's at the partner's house, and she's also got an Asamani as well, which still hasn't fed. We got that one from the Northern Invert show in April or March, and she still hasn't fed. However, it's molted and it's grown, so it's a strange one, that is. But it's not losing any weight, so I'm not really too fussed at the moment. Let's check for some baby leopard gecko eggs. I've got some. I'm gonna have to adjust all of the legs again. I've got a load of rat pups thawing out, ready for the baby boas. So I'm going to feed them simply because one of them's going at the weekend to Simon's 8-leg freakouts. I've got to take it up to Doncaster, and he's having that. So I want to give it a good feed, a good few days before it actually. Let's make some room. There we go. I've got to give it a good feed before it actually comes out. Yeah, I've got it. It looks positive. Oh God! Right, guys, I'm gonna have to stick. No, I'm not. Right, there's that. Oopsie daisy. Right, so I've got to be careful here because we've got a resident inside there today. Let's alter the camera so you can see. We're just going to check in there for some eggs, but I'm hoping we don't disturb Donna if she's laying, because she's in there at the minute. Come on, I can't get the lid off. Or I can, I just can't do it quietly. There we go. There she is. Oh, she's shed, that's what's up. Come on, girl. Oi. There you go. Stick you over there. So let's check for some eggs, shall we? As you can see, it's all dug down there, and it's all pushed up everywhere else. But they have shed because, I don't know if you can see it, there's a foot. Leopard gecko foot shed. But let's have a look. I don't know if there's going to be anything. I'll check underneath to start with. I'm hoping we've come towards the end of the season, simply because I really need to start fattening those girls up. And just keep digging away and digging away. Doesn't seem to be any down this side. That's normally where they go. Oh, nope. Now this back corner over here is where it was all boiled up, so I'm hoping. That's absolutely amazing. No eggs. So I can confidently say they've come to the end of the season, because it's been around about 3 weeks since I've seen any eggs, and they don't look like they're actually carrying up there. So I'm going to give them another month or so, and just see. basically. If they don't lay any more eggs in a month or so, I can start putting them back to their bioactive setup. Ooh. Right. What's my next job? So I've always got jobs to do. Absolutely always got jobs to do. I'm going to go... Actually, I know what I'm going to do. No, I'm not. Check this out. I've got this to try out. Now, you guys over in the States probably... I think the only place over the States that you guys can get this is Triple L Reptile and a few other little places. But this is Arcadia. Earth Pro Insecti Gold. It's basically just like a good balanced diet for your insect eating animals or insect eating reptiles. And it's from all the research that I've done. Oh God, all the research I've done, it has got absolutely everything needed for your insect eating reptiles. I'm still looking into whether it's tarantula friendly. So I've emailed the guys at Arcadia. Tripod's broken. Hey. Yeah, I've emailed the guys at Arcadia to see. Bringing Reptile into the 21st century, it's got absolutely everything you need. 40% insects, crude protein, fats, oils, fibres. It's got absolutely everything. And it makes up to 60% of the animal's diet. So, yeah, I'm trying that. I've seen loads of good reviews. And I would say it's probably not better than live food, but it's definitely got a lot more nutrition in that than what most live foods have, especially if you buy your live food from a pet shop and feed them straight away and you don't gut load them and stuff. But you basically mix it with boiling water and it turns into like a jelly, like a gel thing, and you feed it off to your animals that way. But that's going to be in a big video and stuff like that. What am I still wanting to rehome? Let's have a look. I'll read through some of the comments. Oh, Tarantula Arc. Hiya, sorry I missed you. You're talking about spiders. Sweet. Yeah, I'm finished with my spiders now. I've got enough spiders and tarantulas to keep me going for a while. Oh, for those that are going to Doncaster, I've had an explosion through the night. So I've got stuff to take, so to speak. 1,000,001, again, Indian stick insects. I wasn't expecting them to hatch, but they have. I think that's the last group. But all those people that got Black Beauty stick insects eggs off me at the Northern Invert show, they've all started to hatch, and God, they've hatched in force. So I've got an explosion of them, which will be coming up with me as well. So I'll be giving them away. So if you guys are at Doncaster, pop over and say hi. I've got a load of them to give you, basically. So that'll be quite amusing. I'll check the leopard gecko eggs that have in the incubator and just see whether they're how they're doing. Actually, I'll just take you off the stand altogether. Yep, they're growing nicely. Beautiful. Yep. So I've got 6 that I'm guaranteed that will hatch. And the rest of them I'm not 100% sure on just yet. Let's adjust that. So check this out. I have got... turn it around. I've got that enclosure. It's a 3-foot enclosure, 2 foot tall. And I don't know what to do with it. Now I've either got... I don't want any more animals because I'm heading down the line now of providing better for my animals rather than collecting more animals. So I don't know what to do with it. I can either sell it, get the money, pick myself up some new full spectrum lights from Arcadia and supply one of the animals, or the leopard geckos or the bearded dragon. I can do something where I can combine the 2 vivs together and hopefully give them a much bigger enclosure, loads more natural areas where they can all clamber around and do their normal stuff. Definitely worth a shot. I just don't know, Captain. Right, I'll drop you back on there for a second while I go and check on... I've just thought of something. I've got to feed these baby boa constrictors and I've left my tongs at my partner's house. Oh, crap. And these boas are stupid and they're constantly failing. Right, that's... Yep, they're all thought out. Right, let's alter this. Before anyone mentions it, yes, I know I need to repaint the yellow walls. Just adjusting the tripod, guys, so that you can see a bit better. Boom! No, so... There we go. Check it out. Rosy cheddar skin as well. So that was amazing. But we're just going to dry these wrap ups out and then I'll feed them off. Oh God, it's been a busy day today, guys. If you're all in here and you're enjoying it, hit that thumbs up button. Right, what should I do? I've got to do a spot clean for popcorn. So I'll take you in there. I'll adjust the tripod down. Popcorn loves it over that back corner. Absolutely thrives off it. Oh, right. Hello, mate. You okay? How's your feeding day tomorrow? Don't give me that look. Right, I'll go down and give you a spray, mate. Where's my spray bottle gone? You okay, dude? You've been very solitary this week. What's up with you? You getting ready to shed? Right, shut that down. Oh gosh, there's so much I can do in this enclosure, but there he is. He's just eyeing up you guys. He's like, "Hello, everybody." Hey, Courtney. I'm sorry if I do miss anyone's comments or anything, but as I say, I'm dead busy running around doing this and that and everything else. But we're just doing a few bits and bobs. Basically, just running around the reptile room, attempting to look like we're doing something busy so I don't get told off for not doing anything. It's the joy with big enclosures and big glass, it's hard to shut. That's why. I've got a stone stuck in the rail. There we go. Right. You're not going to escape on me, are you, mate? I'm going to clean that out. Right. That's that bit done. I really need to get through and clean all these rails, but there we go. Next job. What should we do next? There's Hugo. Right. Actually, I'm going to dry off all these wrap ups that I've got. So what I'm going to do while I go, oh, look at him. He's amazing. Alright, drop you down there with him while I just sort this out. God. Not you. Don't know why, but I can't get the glass to shut properly, which is unusual. I'll sort that out in a second. Hugo's hungry. Right then, let's go through. Where did I put? Where did I put the rat pups? There they are. Yep, I left all of me tongs and stuff at my partner's house because guess what, guys? I'm a dick. But we've got some baby boas to feed. Well, and clean out. So let's have a look at what we've got. This is really, really bad because I literally have. Where are you? Hello. I literally have these tiny little stupid blue things, but we've got a load of rat pups. Let's see who wants to feed. Oh wait, there I need my water bottle because I need to fill up waters. Yeah, time to fill up the waters. Spot clean. There we go. Where should we start? We will start on this girl. Just simply because I think she needs the most work doing to her. There we go. I know her water's fine. It got done a few days ago. This isn't going to go well. Oh crap, I'm going to get bit. I know for a fact I'm going to get bit. Right. Come on, mate. Oh no, right. This isn't going to work very well for me because she is going to bite my face off. She's getting aggressive now. Oh god, right, I need better tongs because these ones are a pain. Right, see if I can get her attention moved. Back round here. Back round here. Come on, go. I'm going to drop it down there for you. While I just go and try and find some better tongs or some tweezers or something along the lines of... I've got some forceps kicking around. Where did I put them? She's in proper feeding mode now, so she's strike. I should have really planned this out an awful lot better than what I actually have. But I never. I'm a dick. So we'll just have to settle for the fact and carry on doing whatever we're doing. At the end of here, actually, did I leave them here? Why have I got a potato peeler in that box? That's a strange thing to see. Right then, they're around somewhere. They are around somewhere. I hope. Serves me right really for not look at her. Are they in my big bag of goodies over here? Nope. Right. I'm just gonna have to get. I found them. That might make it a little bit better for me. Here we go then, guys. Got it. Come on, mate. Yeah, you know what's happening. There we go. Right. She's got a feed. She's probably going to get 2 today. Next one is hiding somewhere. There's the next one. Right, you can get That one? Nah, come on, mate. Come on. Oh, you missed it, you donk. Oh, there we go. That one's got one. Get the lid back on there. And the last, well no, it's not the last one, but this one. I actually realised that you guys aren't seeing this, so I'll move the camera now, just bear with me. And this one over here, I'm actually going to stick it just like this because she is climbing up. See if we can get her a bit acrobatic. She's showing some really nice colours, this one. You donk. You missed it. There you go. There you go. She's a douchebag. And then the last one, which is a rescue boa, which I picked up just a few days ago. Well, not a few days ago, about a week ago. No, not even that. She's not looking amazingly great. So she'll get the big one. We'll try her on the big one. Again, this one we rescued, and she's dehydrated, so she's a bit wrinkled up and stuff. But she's getting better. But this is her second feed with us. She looks interesting. Oh, look at that. Bonus. She needs a full clean out, actually. I should have done that a while before I fed. But there's that bit done. Right. So we've got a load more wrap ups left. So let's have a look what we've got. There we go. Hi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 left, so I'll give these 4 another feed. I've got 2 to ship off to somebody out. 2 to sort of try and lose. No, I have not got 1 to lose because that one's going on the weekend, so I'll probably give him a big meal. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Pac-Man frog. Everyone loves a Pac-Man frog feed, don't they? I know you keep looking at me crotch, I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. I know you were only fed yesterday, but still, do you want it? Nope. He's not interested, so we won't give it to him. I know somebody will have it. I don't normally like to do this, but it can be used as a treat, so why not? Here you go. It's like a dustbin, this treat. There we go. I knew he'd have it. It's like a dustbin. But that's his treat for the month anyway. I'll have to note down the date and stuff so that I know not to give him another. Ah, check out this, guys. The colours on my ghost mantis. I'll try and get it out into a better light so that you can see it. Oh, you can't really see it. It's like a really light sort of green colour. Absolutely amazing. And it's just done a molt, so it's just come out like that. Let's check some comments because I've not really been keeping on top of them all. Yeah. Let's have a look at them. They're all doing well anyway. Oh God. That one's nearly finished. Baby leopard gecko. Hey Jennifer. Coming just in time. Well, you're not just coming just in time. I just fed a load of baby boa constrictors, but I'm about to show off the baby leopard gecko. Where shall I give it? Oh, while you're here, Jennifer, how does your lad like the stick insects? I am. I'll be there. I can't wait for Donny. I'm coming up with a few friends and we're just going to have an absolute blast. God, the amount of noise I make is unreal. Check it out, guys. How cute is that little man? He's absolutely amazing. But look at the size of him compared to a toilet roll holder. I think you should go. If you can't decide that you don't, if you can't decide whether you want to go or not, then I'll decide for you. You can go. Absolutely stunning. But mate, I'm sorry, you need to move so that I can get this hiding. Can I put the hide down, please, mate? Come on, girl. There we go. Right. Put the lid back on you, dude. Oh. And put you back. Right. Stick to just there. Oh. Right. Oh, there we are. What geckos, Lisa? Because I mean, you say geckos, there's 1,000,001 different geckos. Gargoyle geckos, leopard geckos, crested geckos. Absolutely millions. And I've left something somewhere. I know what. Oh. Right. Let's drop this down here. I'm not selling any tarantulas yet. I'm just adjusting the legs on the tripod again. Hugo's having a good old rummage around. It's amazing when you sit there and you've got that many animals, you sit down for 5 seconds and you think, oh God, that needs doing, and you get up and do that. And then something else, and then it's, oh, that needs doing, and you get up and do something like that. But yeah, Jennifer, is Jesse coming up to the show? And did he like his stick insects? Because I've had another explosion through the night. So anybody who came to the Northern show, they got some of these stick insect eggs, the black beauties, they're all exploding now. Loads are hatching out. It took a lot longer than I thought, but at least they're hatching out now. Hey, King Jesse's coming. So come over and see me and you can have some of these. But I can't wait to try this stuff out. This Arcadia Insectagold. I think I've got a heater. I don't know. What red thing are we on about? This thing up here? That's just a wall mural thing that I'm trying to work on. But yeah. Oh, the red thing. That's my e-cig, electric cigarette. Something we do back here. Gets us off smoking. I've quit smoking 3 years ago now. God, 3 years ago. Huh? I've lived past my life. I've lived past my life expectancy, so I'm well happy. I was expected to die in a massive motorbike accident when I was 21. Well, I've never rode a motorbike, but you get the gist. Right, what's the next job? Oh, I'll sit down for a few seconds and then that's it. Do you know what? That happened. Exact same thing happened to me in my big black beauty enclosure. When I come back, they weren't dead. They were just dehydrated. Let's see if these guys have finished eating. Holy mother of God! Oh no, he's dropped his there. She's just finishing hers off. What's up, Diego? Oh, check out the Scolopendra. If I can figure out where to put the tripod. Let's spin you around. Boom. Look at him. Having a good old climb still. Ah, can't really see him because the glass is a bit dirty, but I'm not going in there to clean that glass out because no doubt he'll eat me. Likely eat me anyway. Right then. That's so much work to do, it's unreal. Royal pythons. What's happening there? I have to go in there in a bit. Check it out. Why is my tripod sat on the wonk? Is it a bit drunk? Oh no, I've not straightened the legs out enough. Right then, drop that there for now. I am going to feed off, or try to feed, my albipalossums. Or attempt to. Attempt being the biggest word. Got to do that water as well. Alright, where's my water bottle? Oh, well, that was stupid. Guess you just started. Wait, here's a tip for you guys. When you're double feeding animals and you've got to give them 2 rodents, don't leave your rodents on the floor. Because guess who's just stood in them and flattened one of the rat pups. See you later, Jen. Leopard gecko, what do you want to know? Hot spot around 92 degrees Fahrenheit. They need a cold hide, a moist hide, and a hot hide. The moist hide, you can fill it full of sphagnum moss or just spray it down or do something like that. If you go onto Arcadia's website, there's a thing on there that tells you type in what species you want, and they'll tell you what light is best for it. Right, I'll fill up his water dish first. Feed them on insects only. They're a nocturnal species, so you probably won't see them out and about through the day. Right, I need I know, we'll grab that one there. I keep on stepping on things. I really need to clean up a lot more. There's the I think that's the unsexed one. So let's see if he'll turn around and come out for a mealworm. There we go. Absolutely amazing. If you need any information, or if you want to ask me anything, go and DM me on Instagram at Northern Exotics UK. That's his water done. Now for her water. Now the amazing thing about brachypaulas is you can tell the sex of them without actually checking the molts and stuff, if you give them their natural habitat to live in, because the females live in burrows. That's where they are. They're in their burrows all day long. They might come out for a wander at night, but they live in their burrows, whereas the males are always out and about. So it's a great one way of sexing the brachypalma species. If you give them enough space and enough depth of substrate, enough places to hide under, oh, there we go, then they work really well. Let me get another mealworm for this one. Dude, you can come out. It's great having a mealworm farm because I can just go in and pick exactly which one I want to feed. But this one is the female, and she is always hiding somewhere. I'll drop you up there, mate. And she's got a little piece of a log thing in there, so hopefully she'll be... Oh, what's that? Oh, I don't know. Well, she has, I use these, totally buried her water dish. So I'll give that a good old scrub out. I do that now before I feed, otherwise. But chances are, I mean, you can't see her in there, but she's going to be underneath that piece of cork bark, almost guaranteed, because they live in burrows. Every time I move that piece of cork bark, she always jumps inside it. So I'll drop that water dish just there, and I'll fill it up. There we go. So I need 2 hands with this one. One for that. And one for this. Let's see if she's under there. Oh, there she is. There we go. Sorry for oh God. Sorry for disturbing you, sweetheart. And that's them. The 2 Brachypalma albopalossums. Oh God. Fed and watered. What's that over there? What's that over there? Grubs. Grubs. I need to re-substrate the grubs. Ooh. I forgot all about these guys. This is why you always need rotten wood. Let's move the camera down. Like that. This is just a small colony of, well, you can see all the little bugs running around. They're me tropical orange isopods, but they have absolutely annihilated the bits of wood that I put in. They've totally chewed it all up and everything. Yeah, water bowls do dry up regularly, but the animals have always got, in the wild, let's face it, because in animal wild, I'm talking about that, they've always got a supply of fresh water, some way or another. And our job in captivity is to recreate that. So basically, if the water bowl does dry up, put some more water in. Or move the water bowl to, it depends on what you've got. Because if you've got an animal that's got heating, then you want to move the, oh, there we go. You want to move the water bowl over to the cold side, and so on and so on. Right, these 2 are grubs basically that I can't really see. So we're going to have a rummage through and just can't see any in there. Oh well. Oh yeah. That's why we can't see many, because a lot of them are cocooned up. So basically they're grubs, they need some food and some more dirt, so let's get some. The joy with grubs, they can eat virtually anything, and these are all going to turn into absolutely amazing beetles one day. It's just a case of one day. I really need to, oh, there's one that's turning into a pupa. Holy mother of God. Oh, there's one that's a pupa. Alright. They'll eat anything, so I use oak leaves. Drop it all in. Give it a bit of a spray down. There we go. Sorted. Drop them back on top over there. And the next one is a got. Yeah. A lot of these are pupated as well. Oh, so we should have beetles soon. But get a bit more food in with them. I can't wait for these to hatch, but God knows how I'm going to build an enclosure for these, because they fly and everything. There we go. Alright, drop them back. Check out the baby Pac-Man frog, guys. It fed this morning. There he is, hopping around. He's got a right character on him. Right. Millipedes, are they done? Let's have a look at them. Yep. Where did I put... Actually, how are the boas doing? That one's not eaten. Oh yeah, that one's ready. So we'll spin you back round. And we'll go through the boas and see which one needs an extra feed and so on and so on. Bear with me while I just do the tripod legs. Tripod legs are going to be the vein of me, they really are. But it needs to be done, so I'm sorry if you're looking at the wall or something. Do the tripod legs down and it's too short. Typical. There we go. Alright, move them out of the way. Right then. Oh, she's already coming up for one. I'll grab one first. You donk. These boas are the stupidest boas I've ever seen. They just constantly miss, but now I've got the problem of it's got the sense of it and it's fell right in between him. So, you're a donk, mate. You're a donk. Can I please go in and grab that, mate? Oh. Right, but while you're there, I'm just going to do your water because I don't want to get bit by you. To be fair, you're due a shed, so I'm going to spray you down altogether. There we go. That'll give you a bit of extra humidity, mate. And, God, mate, stop coming up. Just stop it. But while you're there, dude, I'm going to grab it. There you go. Good, lads. That's his second. Or her second, sorry. Just drop that back on there. You still haven't eaten yours, so you can't have one. And this one over here is hiding underneath the newspaper. Let's see how you're doing, matey. How are you doing? Oh, you're just getting it down your throat, so I'll leave you for a second. What about this one, mate? What are you doing? How's this one doing? Oh, you've eaten it. Good girl. Here you go. Got another? There you go. So that's that one. So we're just waiting for one to finish feeding. It's just in his throat at the minute, so there we go. Hiya, Gecko. How's it going, mate? I've not seen you for a while. Oh, right. What I'll do instead, I'll just leave one in there for him. Just there. And then I've got to shut that one up. And check on him a bit later. Oh. And now, back over to this one, because this one he's let go of his mouse, his wrap up. And, oh, you're angry, mate. You are angry. There you go. So he's got it again. Basically, I just had to refeed him. So hopefully, the one that didn't feed was. Oh God, I didn't even show you. Huh, how crap am I? The one that didn't feed was the one that I was on about the baby rescue that's a bit dehydrated. But she's got it in a gob now. Whew. It's hard work working in a reptile room. I really do need to start doing plans and stuff on how to do this more efficiently. Oh God, right. Ham is ham. Ham's in its league of its own. Oh, yeah, ham is absolutely mental. But the thing is with Doncaster, it's a lot smaller than ham, so it feels busier. You just get that initial surge right at the start. Oh, right, I'll move these out of the way. You get that with Doncaster, you get an initial surge right at the start, whereas as ham, it's busy all day. Oh. Right, that's done. That's done. Right. Right. That's that bit done. Oh, I know my place is a mess. Right, so I've got a couple of snake sheds to unreveal. Let's have a look at what time it is, because I've got loads of time. I can't wait to get that mural on the back wall done a bit better. But no, let me explain Rose's enclosure. Obviously, you've got the light flickering and stuff like that. Now the reason for that light flickering, I've got a big heat bulb test that I've been doing for, God, I think we're on day 490 something, like that. I don't know, something like that. And it's just basically a big heat bulb test, a durability test to see which company do the best durability wise. The amount of heat bulbs I've got, I keep going through them like mad. So I'm just testing them. The heat bulb that was my go-to heat bulb was actually the one that's fared off worse off. So I've changed my supplier of heat bulbs so far, because the one that's in now is the one that's lasted the longest. I think it's on about day 200, that bulb. It's a proper durability test, because it's just putting the light bulb under a lot of strain and it's not blown yet. But that'll all be in a suitable video shortly. Oh, God, I'm knackered. Oh, right then. Right, I've got to sort out that. For some reason, I can't get popcorn's glass shut, so I've got to sort that out. Yeah, I'll zoom out for you. There you go. The glass at the top on that back corner. God, the tables in Donny is a hard one to point out. I think there's around about, let's have a think. I'll work this out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 26. About 75 tables at Donny. 6-foot tables. But it ranges as well, because ham, you've got a lot more species there. Because ham, you've got a lot of the venomous species, a lot of DWR, stuff like that. Or DWA, sorry. Whereas at Donny, you're not allowed that. So you get a lot of sort of souvenir stalls at Donny as well. Some sort of, they make pictures of bugs and taxidermy and loads of live plants and stuff like that. Whereas ham is mainly just animals. Ham's the one of the year for the world. Donny's the one for the UK. Why isn't this closing? I'm going to have to do something there. I'll probably take the glass out, to be fair, and just see what's happening. But I've got a gap in there which I can't leave. I don't know why the gap is there. Let's try and open it and just see what's happening. See, the rail looks fairly clean. I'll go get a brush and give it a bit of a clean, better clean, but oh God, who has actually been to ham? Because it's not one that is really noticeable in the UK too much. Obviously, people do go to it because it is the one of the century, but it means going to Germany. Let's see if that's any better. I don't think it is, but you never know. He's actually a bit better. Let's get that out of the way. That's a bit better. I'm going to have to sort this, I don't know what's happened. I mean, she can't get out of that gap, but it's still... What's happened? I know what's happened. I bet the wood's swelled up. Oh no, there's a bit of dirt stuck down there. Oh well, I'll just have to go through and readjust it. But that's a job for later today, not right now. What can I do? Oh no, wait there we go. I found it. There's a tiny little stone stuck in the bottom. But it was more attached to the glass than anything. Sweet. I'm glad that's sorted. Oh. Ah! Alright, I'm back. I can see some comments now. Sorry about that, it's just bugging me. It's amazing the little tiny problems that occur day by day. Can I tell you what? Let's have a look. Yeah, come over to the... I can tell who, what. How much is the table at Donny? It depends. If you go onto the IHS website, you can actively, it tells you there. I think Doncaster is fully booked this year, but if I remember rightly, I think it's £35 a table for a 3-foot table, or they do a discount if you buy three tables, and I think that's around about 90 or something like that. I don't know. That's what I paid last year when I had 3 tables. But the prices are always up and down, as you know. But Doncaster's, it is a good show, by all means. But it's only a 1-day show, whereas like in the States and everywhere like that, the shows last 2 days. Doncaster's a 1-day show, and it's only 10:45 till about 4:30. It's not massive prices, but for some people, I mean, like when I was selling there last year, there was a lad there selling retics. He'd bred up retics, and the retics that he was selling were the world's first, or Europeans' first morph of that species. I don't think the people at Doncaster would pay that much for them. They had the correct price on them, but they were expensive for a retic. But like I say, Europeans' first morph of that specific retic. No, he went out selling one retic for 80 quid. It was well worth more than that. And if you're paying 90 quid for 3 tables, you want to make more than 80 quid, because at the end of the day, he lost out financially, but he gained with publicity, because that many people going past his stall and stuff like that really did. He managed to give out loads of business cards. He's made a bit of business that way, but he's had to hustle to get that little bit of business. The trick with Doncaster, and this is like a sort of inside tip that only a few do, have something on your table that will attract people in. When I done Doncaster, we had a really reduced patterned emerald tree boa, and it was all set up in a nice enclosure and everything, and that really did pull people to the table. And we done 4 figures there. Obviously not profit, because obviously we had to buy some stock in and stuff like that, but we done 4 figures at Donny last year, all invertebrates. There's a couple of big leopard gecko stalls there, but they tend to sell on, like right now we won't see 2019 babies, we'll just see 2018, so they've had to keep them for a year to grow them up and stuff like that. There's a lot of bartering, and I'll give you this much, no I want this much, and blah 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 blah. But Donny, it's a good laugh. I really enjoy Donny. But a top tip for anybody buying at Doncaster: never pay the actual price that they're asking. Oh, right, what can I do now? I've had my rest, I'll sit down, I'm getting too old for this. Oh, right, that's done. That's done. I know, I've got to go check on the isopods. There. I never pay the asking price, ever. It's just one of those little things that happens. Hugo's having a good old mooch around. Dum dum. He's had a fairly big meal today. That's why his lateral fold's only a thin one. But, yeah. Oh, ah. No, you know, in April, I'm not really a turtle fan. I'm starting to get into tortoises, but not to keep on, because I just couldn't keep it for the whole of its life, because it's going to be keeping me for the whole of my life, if that makes any sense. So I don't think it's very good for me. But last year, not last year, in April, why is that on the wrong? Yeah, in April's, there was a couple of tortoises, a couple of tortoise breeders. If you go back and have a look at my videos, I've done a video collage sort of thing of Doncaster in April. And yeah, there was a tortoise breeder there. He had loads of different tortoises ranging from sulcatas to loads of others. I'm not really good with tortoises. He had a load of horsefields and bits and bobs like that. Right, I know what I'm going to do now. I've got this little tub here. It's a soup tub. My big Poecilotheria regalis come in this tub. And I've just noticed, ta-da! I've got a tub of waxworms that's turning into moths. So maybe it's time to set up a little setup for them, give them a place to fly around. I've got some oats for them, but I haven't got any honey. So I'll have to go out and get some honey a bit later. But I can set the majority up. Let me just clean that tub out. Is this the best tub? Have I got a better tub? Yes, I have got it. Oh, is that a better tub? No, this one's bigger. Yeah, I'm going to use this tub. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Just because, why not? That's basically it. How to breed waxworms. Cheap and cheerful as the oats. Some honey. And every time I step on something, I just sort of keep thinking it's rodents. I know they're supposed to have a bit more bottom surface area, but that'll do. Got that on there. I need some sticks. Let's have a look over it. I don't need sticks, but it's always good to give them a little bit of surface area for the moths to fly around on. So in my leaf tub, I've got a few little sticks. That one's a bit thin, that one's a bit thin. Dope. Sticks. In they go. In they go. In they go. And in they go. Just a little bit of surface area for them to climb on, because obviously we've got moths in here. Because waxworms turn into moths. Surprise, surprise. Let's get this down and have a look. Ta-da. Again, you keep looking at me crotch. Stop looking at me crotch. So. There's that. If I open these, chances are moths are going to... See the moths? It's light outside, so they're probably hiding away, but all I'm going to do is go, ba-doof. Oh, yep. Give it a shake, get them going. Yep. And drop the lid on. So what I'll do, get some honey later, pour it onto one side, and go from there. Leave them up there to gut load up a little bit. It'd be nice if I can breed a few. Actually, what I'm going to do is chucking. Because waxworms at the minute, I don't like waxworms at all. And simply because they're addictive for the animals. But I'm going to try and get some waxworms out of this new tub and drop them in so there's a new generation in there that could potentially turn into flies. Have I got any pupa? There's a few. There you go. I've got 5. I'm going to chuck them in there just to look how fat that one is. I shall call him the X. Go on, mate, in your new home so that you can make me some babies so I don't have to keep buying this. I've only got them simply for the baby Pac-Man frog. But I'll leave that there. Turn you around so you can look at my ugly mug. Oh. And set that up like that. That's my light, not me. Ooh. Right. That's that. That's that. That's actually a really good idea. Did your praying mantis actually appreciate it? Did you have it really well? Because I've tried everything with mine and it's just not really into it. But I'm going to try that. Right. Waxworm moth versus a ghost mantis. Let's have a look, see how this goes. Right, first of all, I'm going to need to find a moth. So, I'll get me that same tub out. There's an active one. Oh, you did. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stop being a douchebag. Stop flying. Oi. Oi. Come here. I only want to feed you to one of my animals. Let's face it, that's the whole purpose of your life. This is like the army. You are fulfilling. Oh, there we go. Right. Wax moth I have got. Time for the ghost mantis. Right. Oh my god, I thought I'd turn the camera around. Sorry guys. But there's the ghost mantis. I'll zoom out. There you go. Perfect viewing. And I'll open the top off. And I've got one wax fly moth thing. He won't go down. There he is. Oh my god, you are right. Smashed it straight away. Holy mother of God. You were not wrong, were you? Right, he's got a new favourite food. I'm going to get the top back on that before he jumps out. Look at it. Went straight for it. I don't like to show live feeding and stuff. Whoa. Thanks for that advice anyway. That mantis is going to get fat. I wonder if come up to Doncaster you can get loads. The shame is they only last a few months. I mean, this one's coming up. When did I get this one? March, April, May. So this one's only got a few months left in its life, but it's nearly on its final molt. Wow, that's amazing. I never once thought of that, but now I know. That's just amazing. I wonder if the tarantulas, the arboreal tarantulas would like that. I've got that baby Poecilotheria regalis. I wonder if he'll do any good with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, that moth isn't going to be extremely healthy for him because it's not been gut loaded or anything like that. But now I know it, I can start concentrating on learning how to gut load them and stuff like that. Get them really well. Yeah, I'm bringing stick insects up. So I wasn't going to bring anything up to Doncaster, but I had a massive stick insect explosion last night. Woke up this morning, I must have about 100 stick insects between Indian stick insects and black beauty babies. So I'll be bringing them up there to give away. Anyone sees me, pop up, say hi, I'll be giving them away. But I'm not planning on buying animals because my mentality has slightly changed now. I'm more for, or I'm looking more into improving the enclosures that I've got, both in size and enrichment and just everything. So I can see the animals living as they would in the wild rather than live as they do in captivity, if that makes any sense. I'm just doing an awful lot of research into it, working a little bit with big companies like Arcadia, and they're giving me loads, and because it's amazing how much knowledge the guys up at Arcadia actually have and how much scientific research they do into their products. And I'm really looking into it in great depth. I mean, I had a 2-hour phone call the other day with a lad from Arcadia, and he was just telling me loads and loads of. It was weird because it's a big company. You expect them to try and sell items to you, but he wasn't. He was just telling me the knowledge behind the items and how it increases their behaviour and their colour and stuff like that. Right down to stupid little stuff like royal pythons. We all call royal pythons a pet rock. Well, in reality, they're not a pet rock. In captivity, they're a pet rock. If you can bring out their natural behaviour, then they don't stop moving. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm properly looking into all that at the minute. So I'm looking at more, if anything, downsizing my collection slightly so that I can spend more time and energy and effort onto building up much better enclosures, bigger enclosures, and all that sort of stuff. Now I've got a big 3-foot enclosure, 2-foot tall enclosure in the other room. It's empty, and I'm sat there now trying to figure out what I can do with it. Because I want to use it to increase the size of one of my other enclosures. But I don't know whose enclosure, whether it be Charlie the Royal Python, the Leopard Geckos, or the Bearded Dragon. Then again, I can do the same for one of the other boas as well. But anyway, I digress. I don't know whether to put that enclosure behind it, make it a deeper enclosure, because I can make it sort of like 3 foot deep, 3 foot wide, give it a good arboreal sort of climbing rock area and all that sort of stuff. Or I can stick it right next to it and just have a 6 foot long enclosure that's still only sort of 18 inches deep. I don't know which way to go around it, but I'm definitely going to be doing something along those lines. Problem is the height. This Viv that I've got that's a bit, the empty Viv that I've got, the spare one, that's taller than the rest of all my others. So I don't know whether to shrink it down in size or keep it as it is and just do a big arboreal sort of bit there. I don't know. That mantis is proper going, isn't it? I can honestly say that wax moth didn't have a chance, really, did it? Ooh. Yeah, I'm happy with the way that's gone. Let's have a go with where should we go? Yeah, right. You guys can help me out with. I'll move the mantis back onto its little perch up there. Yeah. Right then. I'll take you guys off the stand. You guys can help me with this one. So look, they're the 2 Vivs down there, 2 3-foot Vivs. Absolutely amazing, but I want to give them more space. Basically, that's the idea of this one, is to give them more space. So they're both 3 foot long, they're both 18 inches deep. You've got Diego down there, 4 foot wide, 2 foot deep. Now, I've got that enclosure there, spare. Now, obviously, it's a bit taller, so I can either cut it down, like cut some inches off the sides, and it can lower down, refasten it together, and then it can sit next to one of those enclosures. It can sit right, like the leopard geckos can go this side and knock the walls out together and stuff like that. So they've got basically a 6 foot enclosure. Or I could take the back out of it and stick it back to back with the enclosures, and then I've got a 3 foot deep enclosure, 3 foot deep, 3 foot, 3 foot deep and 3 foot wide. What would you guys say? I don't know whether to go for the leopard geckos or the royal python or the bearded dragon, to be fair. But here's a little bit of knowledge for you regarding... damn it. Me tripod's gone again. Right, a little bit of knowledge for you regarding leopard geckos in the wild. Now, they're not a solitary animal like everyone thinks. They actually do live in groups. And the group consists of normally 5 females to a male. And they actually live together like that perfectly fine. Now, if they give birth to another male, or if another male comes into the group, they fight just like a pack of lions would. And then they near enough fight to the death. The loser of the fight between the 2 males actually physically offers up his tail as a reward for the other one winning. He willingly just offers up his tail. How mad's that? The winner eats the tail, makes him fitter. The one that gave its tail actually goes off and dies, or goes off and tries to recover and stuff like that. It's just fascinating the way that the wild nature actually works. It's brutal, but it's amazing how it works. It's just a general bit of knowledge that I got off an Arcadia rep a few days ago. I was like, ooh. I've done a bit of digging into it, and it actually is true. Spray the Millipedes. That's not working there. Well, let's see how the Millipedes are doing, because I did give them some apple. And obviously, if they've not eaten the apple, I've got to take it out because I don't want fruit flies. Is this the Millipedes? Yep, that's the... Okay, them guys. How long is that now? But that's the thing, a lot of people don't know how these animals actually live in the wild. People just go off what they hear. So you hear, let's say for instance, like the royal pythons, and they're a pet rock. They hide in anthills and termite mounds all day. That's what they do. They actually don't live like that. They live in warrens, and they don't come out there, and they're out and about all the time throughout the day. Same with leopard geckos, they're out. Oh, I've got quite a few millipedes. I'll run through them in a minute if you want. But that one he's just the sole person in there. I did have 2, a male and a female version of him. I think they're called Agilius or something along those lines. I did have 2 of them, but one of them died. I got them down at seas. So he's the only one in there of that species. But I've also got some big chocolate millipedes in there as well. I've got 2 in there, a male and a female. I'll make that a bit... That moss isn't doing very well, so I'll have to give that a good water. But again, with millipedes, you saw that one there was out and about, stretching and everything. Everyone thinks they just coil up through the day, but they really don't. If you give them the enrichment and that their natural habitat actually gives them, then they will start to show their natural wild behaviour, which is what I'm striving for at the minute with my knowledge. The animals are so under. It's a really hard one to explain. Whoa! Look at all those baby woodlice scoffing on the apple that I put in there. Look at that! Holy moly! Yeah, we all listen to our care advice, and it's how to care for the animals correctly in captivity. But there's a lot of stuff. It's a case of what you want your animal for. Do you want it to be a pet rock, or do you want it to live as it would in captivity, live as it would in the wild, add in enrichment? And it's just a massive minefield at the minute. But back to it, we listen. Drop that back in there. Our knowledge is based off what we get told. Do you actually... let's take leopard geckos, for example. So we're told where they're from and how to care for them. But have you ever... No, actually, we'll take Sherry. Tell me one animal that you've got that you just got told how to care for it and you've cared for it just like that. And we'll run through it similar to that. But like this one, I'll start off with my leopard geckos. We get told how to care for them, perfectly fine. And that does care for them. They do have a long and happy life and everything like that. But if you look at that setup now that is set up because they're obviously on a breeding plan and stuff like that. Oh, there you go. Then we'll have... Well, there you go. In that enclosure just there, there's 2 leopard geckos together. Perfectly fine, 2 females. Now, we are told where they come from, what they require in captivity care, Have you ever Googled like what the temperature is and the humidity is in Afghanistan, or what the temperature changes are through the year, what their climates are like? Do they have a rainy season? Do they have a hot season? Do they have a cool season? What is their general climate in the wild? But not just what is the climate in Afghanistan, but these leopard geckos in Afghanistan live in rock burrows and stuff like that. So what's the humidity inside those rock burrows? Is it extremely humid? Is it arid? What are those rocks that make up the rock burrows? What are they made out of? Do the leopard geckos like to climb all over them? Do they have security? How do leopard geckos find security in the wild? What do they actually eat in the wild? I think there's something called blasmatites, and it's basically like a thorny cricket, stuff like that. It's just amazing to find the actual natural behaviours of these animals. In the wild, these leopard geckos, like I say, they live in groups of 5 or 6, 5 females to 1 male. It's an alpha male, an alpha female, and then beta females, and so on and so on. You see the group come together as a hierarchy, and the people underneath them and stuff like that, and it's just exactly how they behave in the wild. And I'm wondering whether that's safe to recreate in captivity. It's amazing once you start doing stuff like that and looking deeper and deeper into it. And it's just, and here's like, where do leopard geckos find humid hides in the wild? And it's trying to recreate that style of humid hide. But then you run the risk, if you want to try and recreate the wild inside a captivity, then you run the risk of stuff like the albino strains, the blazing blizzard strains, the raptor strains of leopard gecko. Their eyes can't take the natural light that these leopard geckos would require. If you want to recreate their plant life and their general everything from the wild, you need to recreate their full spectrum lighting and stuff like that. Well, the morphs that we have, the morphs that we actually have, or that we've created, can't take that sort of light. So we have to be really careful, and I'm really diving deeply into it all mentally. It's blowing my mind, it really is. Oh, but I've rambled on for far too long. Let's check on the mantis, see how that's doing. Look at him. How amazing is that? He's going to have one full belly after that one. There's some little stick insects over here. Well, not little stick insects, they're quite big in there at the minute, to be fair. I could do with upgrading that enclosure. But yeah, they're in there somewhere. Fatty. Oh, right, somebody wanted to see my millipede, didn't they? So, how am I going to do it? Right, set the camera up just there. Alright, I've obviously got my chocolates over there. In this tub, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them, but I've got bumblebee millipedes. But again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them, because they could literally be absolutely anywhere. There's 8 in here somewhere. Get that piece of apple, drop that there. I'll put that back on the top afterwards. Well, there's 8 bumblebee millipedes in there somewhere. Go back on there. That one there. This one, it was a surprise to me actually. I got these ages ago. They never really did anything. They had babies. Oh look, there we go. How cool are they? I think there's 3 of them in here. Giant Africans. There's one underneath, no. Yeah, they're giant African millipedes. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, I've got 3 I think in there. I went through them a few days ago. They're just 3 babies from last year that I'm sort of increasing. And you don't really want to know why I'm doing that, but again, it all runs down to sort of like the enrichment side of the animal's natural behaviour, because unfortunately those where did I put my e-cig? Those millipedes are being grown for a death wish, really. I want to give the full capacity to some of my animals. So the likes of Hugo, the Boss Monitor, Savannah Monitor, he's going to need a huge enclosure. If I want to recreate all of these naturalistic bioactive enclosures, he's going to need a huge enclosure, not just length but depth as well. So I'm in the middle of getting planning permission, because I'm in an upstairs flat and I don't want the weight of that substrate to drop below the ceiling, obviously. So I've got to get planning permission for that. If not, I'll just move house. Simple. But Hugo's natural diet in the wild consists of snails. Only a small percentage is snails. Blastocytes, which are like a thorny cricket. Millipedes, which make up 8% of his diet. So that's why I'm breeding them, because I refuse to pay 8 to 12 quid per millipede just to feed to him. So that's why that's being done. I was hoping they'll do a bit more, but they haven't really, so I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. I might breed them ones up to be future breeders, or I might buy more at the show. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I forgot where I was going. Naturalistic setups. It's amazing how much your mind gets blown when you proper start digging into it. Ah, there we go. Hello. Yeah, I'm going to start. I've only recently started to get really deep into all this sort of knowledge and information, so I want to have the best knowledge and an all-round knowledge about it all before I start putting it out there publicly, because I don't want people to pick it apart and stuff. I want to be able to have contacts that you guys can contact if you've got special. I mean, I've got some contacts at the minute, but not enough. I've got some knowledge, but nowhere near as enough as I need. And plus, I want to be able to get the enclosures, or some of the enclosures, or even just one of the enclosures up like really well, and then explain why. That'll be probably the better one. But I don't know whether to go for the leopard geckos, the royal python, bull python, bearded dragon, or one of the boas. I don't know. I'm a bit reluctant to do popcorn, because she's in a nice, or he's in a big enclosure now, but he doesn't use it. He just balls up in one corner. So maybe if I start adding a bit more enrichment in there, some hides, something to crawl on, something to climb on, that's a good idea and a great place to start. Yeah, that's a good place to start. But again, I've got that Viv and I don't know what to do with it. It's confusing. Right, let's have a look at the time. What time is it? 11 o'clock. What have I got to do? No, do you know what, guys? I'm actually going to end it there. I've got an absolute ton of cleaning to do. I've got all these stick insects. I've got to go get some food for these stick insects and get them all set up into their separate little containers ready for Doncaster. I've got a ton of editing to do, because I want to clear all my data on all my cards and everything before I get to Doncaster, because I've got some big plans for that Doncaster video. So guys, I am going to leave you all there. Thanks for tuning in. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and if you can, hit the thumbs up button, because it really does help the video. Thanks for tuning in, guys.